And welcome to another episode of Brothers Arguing Sports. I'm Zav. Across the Zoom, we got Paulie. And man, an
Good.
impressive win last night by the T-Wolves, game one over the Nuggets. And today we're looking at the question, what's the biggest reason the Timberwolves won that game? And Paulie, for me, it was simply the way they defended Jokic because I still
Yes.
consider Jokic the best player in the league and they neutralized him. And I know people watching are going to look at the stats and say, "Oh, he 32, 8, and 9. He still did his part." But the truth is, Jokic is good because of his efficiency and execution at the end of the game. And he had 7 turnovers. He was 11 of 25. And the biggest thing is that it doesn't show him the stats. He was gassed at the end
He
of the
was huffing
game.
and puffing. He was huffing and puffing. He's facing Rudy Gobert. He's facing Naz Reid. He's facing one of the best
And
teams.
Towns.
Um, yeah. And he's facing arguably the best team on defense in the whole NBA.
Yep.
A lot of people would argue. So yeah, so Jokic is he has a tough force here and he needs more help. He needs more help if he's going to win this series.
Well,
So
and that's where this is really interesting to me because I do expect Porter and Gordon to play better in game two and the rest of the series. But when you look at the stars, right? Well, let's hear your
yeah.
reason first, though. What's your biggest reason
Yeah.
they lost or the
Murray.
Wolves won?
Jamal
I was going to
Murray
get to that. Yeah.
scored 17 points. He has to do better. I think he's their X factor. If Jamal Murray is not scoring a lot of points, I don't see the Nuggets, really winning this because the Wolves have depth, and just like the Knicks Philly series, if your stars don't really show up, then depth is gonna beat you in the
Well, you
end.
know what, Paulie? That's the big thing is Murray. These guards are athletic. He's not going against
Yeah.
Austin Reeves. And to be fair to the Lakers,
Yeah.
he didn't play great in that series either. Like he
Mhm.
had a couple game winners, so that's what he does. But you
Yeah.
look at the perimeter, he's not going to outplay Ant. I mean, Edwards, they got KCP. How old's KCP? Maybe
Yeah.
132, guarding a 22-year-old
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards. That's trouble right there because Edwards had no problem last night.
Yeah.
He had none. He got
Oh,
to
he
his spot.
dominated.
Yeah, and if what's so impressed me was he got to his spots. KCP's
Mhm.
on it. He just has a little jab. He creates. If you go watch the highlights, he creates
Yeah.
so much space, and he's got that nice little mid range. And I don't see anything changing. I mean, is Braun gonna? I mean, to be fair, in the second quarter, the Nuggets really played hard, and their
Mhm.
defense got him back into the game. But they had to
Yeah.
work so hard; they were tired in the second
Yeah.
half. So yeah, that's we both have different, I think it's more the interior because, let's face it, the Wolves beat them on the boards, on the
Yep.
offensive boards, and points in the paint. Those
Yeah.
are
Yeah. Nuggets didn't really have many offensive rebounds. I think it was only a
no.
few.
And when they win, that's usually
Yeah.
what they
Right. Yeah. I mean, Nuggets were actually ranked first in giving in in giving up uh second chance points. So the fact that they were getting out rebounded tells you right there, this is a solid series, a solid matchup.
and it's a bad
And
matchup for the Nuggets. So
it's a
if
bad one. Absolutely.
it's
Yeah.
a really tough matchup because they've got the size. And if you think when the Nuggets lost a few years ago to the Lakers threw AD, they threw
Yep.
JaVale McGee, they threw Dwight Howard at him. And that's what you
Mhm.
need. You need these rotating big bodies. And the play of the game
Absolutely.
for me was when Jokic for the second, the standard Nuggets play where Jokic is in the lane, he does that little alley oop to Gordon.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
talking about?
Yeah. I've seen that.
And people always say, "Oh, it's a pass, it's not a shot."
Yeah.
Gobert read it the second time and knocked it out.
I
So
saw that.
that
I
defense in
saw
the
that. He
paint,
knocked it away. He's like,
yeah. So
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah. It's not happening in their house. It's not happening down low. The Wolves are going to lock you down, and you have to really be more efficient. Nuggets can't just do their normal game. I think they have to think outside the box, and other guys got to get involved.
yeah, I
Again.
think
So
Porter and Gordon because yeah, I don't see, I think it's going to be a tough series for Jokic. They got those three bodies on him
Yep.
rotating. So, and on the perimeter, I think Murray's going up against tough guards. And he's
Yeah.
better, we hear he's on a bad ankle as it is. So Gordon and Porter really got to step up. But we got ourselves this is
Yeah.
going to be a great series.
But I mean, there's no way Gordon is stopping Edwards, I mean, watching the fourth quarter, I mean, Edwards
Yeah.
just picked him apart,
Well,
and
he's
just
too
played
big.
the game.
KCP was the main, he had him most of the night, but he's not quick enough either.
Yeah.
And as I said before, Edwards is creating that space. So yeah, it's going to be a great series. Really great
Yeah.
series. All right, Paulie. Have a great Sunday. And
Thank
guys,
you.
let us know in the comments. What do you think was the biggest reason that the Timberwolves beat the Nuggets in game one? See you, Paulie.
See ya.